much would you pay for a glimpse of the future?
More importantly, if you saw the future, would you take advantage of it?
Or would this be just another missed opportunity?
The stock you should have sold, the land you could have bought, the opportunity you would have taken, but didn't.
How many more opportunities are going to fall into your lap?
This may be your last chance.
Pay attention.
Once every decade, something really big comes along.
In the 70s, it was VCRs. In the 80s, it was personal computers. In the 90s, it was the internet.
People who were positioned correctly in the 80s became millionaires. People who were positioned correctly in the 90s became billionaires.
What do you think is going to happen in the next few years?
In his best-selling books, The Next Trillion and Wellness Revolution, noted economist Paul Zane-Pilzer states that in this decade, an additional $1 trillion annually of the U.S. economy will be devoted to the wellness industry, providing healthy people products and services to make them feel even healthier, look better, slow down the effects of aging, or to prevent diseases from developing in the first place.
Think about it. Most wellness industry sales did not even exist 2 decades ago.
Today, they already total approximately $300 billion in annual sales, about the same amount spent on new automobiles in the U.S.
Today, $300 billion a year. By the end of this decade, $1 trillion. That's 1,000 billion a year.
For those of you not into math, that is 300% growth. How is that kind of growth possible? How is that kind of growth predictable?
2 words: baby boomers. You've been hearing about them for over 20 years. They've been dictating our economy for over 20 years.
Isn't it about time you cashed in? The baby boomers are now in their 40s and 50s. Peak earning years, bigger dollars, more spending power.
Boomers are already responsible for the housing boom, the sport utility vehicle, personal computers, and the internet.
In short, boomers and the things they want are already $6 trillion of our $12 trillion economy. Even though they're less than 30% of our population, they're 50% of our gross domestic product.
More significantly, they're about to add $1 trillion to their $6 trillion of spending every year to preserve the one thing they hope works better than any SUV, condo, or computer: their youth. Youth, anti-aging, health, wellness, the next big thing. Imagine it's 1980, and 25-year-old Bill Gates is looking for people to join his new company. He thinks there's going to be an explosion in the market for personal computers. What are you going to do this time?
Remember, Sam Walton didn't start Walmart until he was 44. By age 61, he was the richest man in the world.
What's your excuse? One thing is for sure: if you watched this video and paid any attention, you can't say you didn't know.
When your children and grandchildren ask about the great prosperity of the early 21st century, what will you tell them? Will you be explaining how you positioned yourself and benefited from the opportunity?
Or will you be justifying how you missed it? The statistics are real. The trends are real. The timing is real.
How many more opportunities are going to fall into your lap?
Whatever you do, don't miss this one.
What you're about to see is the best beach-based, mountain-based, spa-based business on the planet. We'll show you the facts, the trends, and the fun. And if it doesn't make sense, don't get involved. Fair enough? Great. Let's get started. Let me ask you a question. If you had all the money and time in the world, what would you do? Well, we asked 100 people the same question. 99 out of 100 said the same thing. They said they would travel. Travel, an industry that worldwide accounts for over $7 trillion in annual sales. That's every year. Now, $7 trillion is a number that's virtually impossible to imagine. So let's put it into perspective. The total of all new car sales in the U.S. last year was $406 billion. Let's throw in the total box office of Hollywood, the total of all computers sold, and how about all the vitamins, elixirs, and diet products of the wellness industry? How does that compare to travel? Not even close. Travel is the biggest industry on the planet, and there's nothing that's even a close second. How is that possible? Because everybody travels. Families, golfers, hunters, honeymooners, teenagers, and let's not forget the baby boomers. Let's face it, travel isn't going away. But how travel was booked is going away. It's a true paradigm shift. You see, in the past, if you wanted to go on vacation, you went to your friendly neighborhood travel agency. You browsed a few brochures and walked out with a paper ticket. Well, as you know, that has changed, thanks to a little invention called the Internet. Industry giant Barry Diller invested $5 billion into Expedia. He spends millions upon millions upon millions on TV, radio, and billboards. You see, here's the problem. TV, radio, and billboards are failing. Why? It's simple. In the 1970s, the average person was exposed to about 500 ads a day. Today, according to CBS News, we see as many as 5,000. No wonder it's not working. But think about this. What's more effective, a billboard for a new restaurant or a recommendation from a friend about a new restaurant? A $1 million movie trailer or a mention from a friend that it's a great movie? You see, it's what Hollywood, Wall Street, and Madison Avenue have been trying to figure out how to create for years. It's called word of mouth. And you've been doing it for years. See? You weren't teaching, you weren't selling, you were just talking. Like we said, travel isn't going away. So how can you compete? It's easy. Look, why do people book on one side over the other? It's not because they're friends of Barry Diller. It's not because they think Travelocity's little elf is cute. And it's not because they are William Shatner fans. Let's face it, it's price. So if I showed you two websites with the same exact vacation, same room, same hotel, same plane, same seat on the plane, at the same price, who would you buy from? Barry Diller or your mom? Well, mom wins every time. Now we can probably guess what you're saying. Well, that's great, but what's in it for me? Well, have you ever dreamed of owning your own business? Of being your own boss? Of having control of your time? Of doing something fun and exciting? Have you read all the authors and tax experts who say that owning your own business is, as noted author Robert Kiyosaki puts it, the smart success strategy that offers tremendous advantages and potential tax savings? Have you been looking, searching for the right product, the right industry, the right timing? Well, we believe this is it. And if you research the facts, we think you'll agree. The reality is that we offer a turnkey business in the world's biggest, most exciting industry that you can have up and running in a matter of minutes. All with no employees, no collections, no inventory, and no quotas. In the largest, most glamorous industry on the planet. And there is no experience required, and we'll show you what to do, because here you can truly earn while you learn. Thank you for watching.